Hello, world. Ooh, well, I was getting stretchy, and while I was stretching, they showed me someone, connected me to someone who is doing lunges. They're showing me someone doing lunges. Uh, I see someone working on getting buns of steel. They want to have buns of steel for you. Something to this effect. Maybe not for you, but they're doing a lot of lunges. I can see it so perfectly. Here, we got some BB dabs. Here, let's create a little friction. I also heard you inspire them. Anything else, Spirit? We have lunges. Oh, and then they kept saying, bear in mind. But instead of like the saying, some of you have a bear in mind. Now, perhaps someone reminds you of bear, or perhaps some of you do have a bear. I don't know. There's something about a bear in your mind. Bear in mind. Okay. Well, let's shake up the energy a little bit. Also, something's been, they're telling me, because even right now, something's a little bit too quiet. You know, when there's like, things have just been a little bit, you've just noticed, you're like, it's too quiet. Yeah, so let's create a little friction, and I'm gonna do 3 loud claps to move this energy. Yeah, something's a little too quiet. I'm suspicious too. Okay. Okay, so you inspire them. Well, let's follow this thread a little bit. So we have Lungy Lunderson. Let's get a little smoke. I forgot to get a little smoke for that last reading. Let's get a little smoke. Okay, so is Lungy Lunderson, who is this person? Are they associated with this other part of the message? Okay. How come you don't like the best? What's the deal with this? Is that important? No, it's not. Yeah, something's too quiet. Yeah, even the birds right now, there is a real stillness. But you inspire them. Okay. Okay, have you lit? Okay. You inspire them. Tell me, Spirit, what about the collective inspires this person? What are they inspired about? Where's my rocks? I need to, okay, put this smoke. Okay, we'll go like this so we don't burn down the house, but I like having smoke a little bit close to me. I like having a rock in my hand. They're showing me roses. The softness. Oh, here we go. Itchy ears. Oh, Spirit. When you get... Oh, they're extra. Sometimes when I get channeling, my ears gets real itch. Okay. Yeah, they're showing me all these soft, like the softness of flowers, like petals, but most specifically roses. Okay. Hold on, they're very visual, less auditory. Yeah, they're emphasizing the thorns, that even amongst all the thorns, oh, they're singing the song now, every rose has its thorn. Just like every cowboy has a sad, sad song. It's a song, I think by Temple of Dog. Okay. Yeah, you're soft, gentle, loving. There's like a... This person is a very visual person. They're not the most verbal. Or like they feel it, see it because they're feeling it and showing it to me, but there's less words. So it makes it a little bit trickier for them to come out. Oh, perhaps this person is a water sign. They're showing me stuff kind of like the Victorian period. Like I'm seeing old-timey British, like what was that show called? Oh God. Yeah, I'm seeing Victorian. There's something very Victorian, like they probably have very good manners. Okay, but what, okay, sorry, they're giving me more description of like kind of an overall. Okay, but what inspires you? Because you were coming in with this inspiration. They find it very hard to talk. Okay, what's going on? What's going on? Let's get out some cards. What do you want? Cards would you, oh, I know what cards. This would be, yes. Okay, this feels like you. The Victorian person. Okay, what do you find inspiring about your person? And what is it you're finding so hard to talk about? Are you always like this? Or is it just because you're nervous? Oh yeah, every rose has a thorn. This is the flower that they were showing to me. Oh my God. Yes. This is the person. So they've been left out in the cold. But see how like the flower doesn't have all the snow on it? It's not covered in snow. And to be honest, it doesn't look deadsies. It's just like it looks plucked and turned upside down, but it doesn't look deadsies. But we do see a lot of those thorns. Okay. And I was just about to start singing that song again. Oh, but this person's really the King of Penties. Ooh la la. Look at all the flower petals. Oh, okay. So this is you. So this is how they see you. Oh, they see you, and this is what they inspires, is that even though kind of within this structure of yourself is this like rose thorn situation, the thorns have really got to you. Yeah, you're soft. And like, look at this King of Pentacles. It's the female King of Pentacles. There's two in this deck. There's the male and the female. And you're like the sun. You got all this gold. Ooh, see? And no matter what, you just kept getting back on your horse. Knight of Pentacles. Now, this horse isn't fully formed. He's made of leaves. And she's got this beautiful dress. Yeah, this person just sees you as like, you never give up. And you always just like, no matter how many lashings with the thorns, it's like you always look put together. You don't look as though, yeah, they're just showing me lashings with these roses, which is terrible. But that no matter what, and she does look a little bit sad. Like she's smiling, like she's like, I'm here, like a soft smile. But underneath, again, underneath that dress is this. So yeah, this person, you just like show up regardless of how you're feeling. And you're not creating damage. And not only are you not creating damage with your own pain, you've made a horse out of leaves. Like, yeah, I feel like this impossible situation, but you are able to ride this horse out of leaves in your like flower dress and slowly go in for a solid offer. Oh yeah. Okay. What else does this person find inspiring? Let's learn more about you. I love this. You're a delight. Oh, look at you. Wheel of Fortune. Now, in this one, there's a real emphasis. She's holding a stopwatch. Yeah, you've been waiting for a change in life. And you're wearing your heart, though. You don't have sleeves, so you can't wear your heart on your sleeve, but you're wearing it on your chest. And it's time. Oh, and that's what that person finds inspiring about you. Is that, again, going back, you're not bitter. You're open. Yeah, you're open about all the machinations of everything that makes you tick. Yeah, you have nothing to hide. And just like this, nothing to hide. Yeah, you're not hiding anything. And you're very attractive. Ooh, we got that little drummer boy, except he's not a little drummer boy anymore, is he? He's a big daddy boy. Oh, big daddy boy on the drums. Yeah, that's you. You're the king of panties and the king of wands and the wheel of fortune. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this person thinks you're hot to trot. Yeah, they want you to parumpa-pum-pum on their drum. Oh, parumpa-pum-pum. Celebrate. 3 of Cups. Yeah, they just find it like there's always something to celebrate with you. You're celebratory. They find that inspiring. that you're never in a stagnant state. There's always something to celebrate. Yeah, because you just keep cruising along, just marching to the beat of your own drum, you know? Parumpa-pum-pum. Oh, shit, cinnamon. Whoa, holy, okay, too many, please. A little bit too many. Unnecessary. Okay. Well, let's continue on. 3 more cards for you. I love this. What else does this person find so inspiring? Oh, yeah, they see you as the 9 of Cups. And look, she's got that big Victorian collar on. I'm telling you, this is very Victorian. The Page of Swords. They're watching you. Okay, hold on. Let's put these to the side for a sec here. Yeah, this is giving me Queen Elizabeth I. If you haven't seen that movie, the best movie... Okay, elephant feet. Come on. What's her nuts? Oh, I can see her perfectly. She's a Taurus. See, this is what I mean. I know that she's a Taurus, but I can't remember her goddamn name. For the love. Okay, we'll move along. Anyway. Well, in the 9s, like the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles, this is someone who's like doing it alone too. They love that about you. They respect it. And again, you're soft. You have all of these beautiful flowers. That was the first image that they gave me of you. It was like all of these soft, big, and I can feel the petals. Yeah, no matter what you've been through, you're still soft. And you're showing up like this. Again, big daddy drummer boy energy. Big ruffly collar. Yeah. It's funny, in the video that I just took, what blew in the window was a dandelion fluff. And I even said in that, I said, make a wish. And this person they have their hand on their heart. Yeah, they see you as like a wish come true. And they find that inspiring. Because here's the thing. And perhaps you haven't thought about it in this way. But it's easy to have crushes. Like, I'll use myself as an example. I always say, like, man, like, I love having crushes, but I would never actually date any one of my crushes. I only date the people I'm attracted to, and the people I'm attracted to are few and far between. But do I have a million crushes? Abso-fucking-lutely, because they don't really mean anything. They're just fun. So what's miraculous about you, or what's inspiring, rather, is that you're not a crush. You're an attraction. That's what this like whole like wishing on a dandelion, it's like, it's actually pretty rare. And with this 4 of Swords, her laying on the moon, it's like, it's very, again, like wishing upon a star. There's something with these like floating white feathers. Okay, hold on. I'm hearing the airplanes again. There's something about flight here. She's got all these white feathers, but she's not taking flight, but she's up on the moon. There's a message here. Hold on. It's very poetic. Again, very visual, but not a lot of words. Say nighty-night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me. Say nighty-night and kiss me. Just hold me tight and tell me you'll miss me. While I'm alone and blue as can. Dream a little dream of me. Yeah, this person is very much a deep feeler. They see things clearly. There's something about how they express themselves. It just might be hard for them to express in words, but man, could they paint you a picture about it or like write it? They just have it. It's hard for them to express with words. But when I go into the feeling of it, it's very rich and they can see it. They just can't talk about it the best with just words, like regular speech, but in any other type of way, they could really communicate it. Well, wow, only 16 minutes. Wow, okay. All these videos are quite short. Okay. Yes, okay, so we have that for you. Okay, so tell me about this person. What cards do they want to use for themselves? The crow. Okay. They want to be the crow. So, yeah, you're soft like a flower, Victorian. Oh God, what was that stupid show that we all watched? Downton Abbey. Yeah, you're like a Downton Abbey. Soft flowers. Crow. There you are. Okay, so you're like Downton Abbey, old school, soft like a flower petal. You might like like wearing ruffly things. With that collar, you might like kind of more Victorian clothing. I don't know how to describe that, but that's what they're giving me. I'm also hearing there's some kind of kink. Some kind of kink around that. Perhaps some of you like to wear collars? Oh, I'm seeing some collars. Some kind of bondage around the throat. Yeah, emphasis on collars. Okay. Well, you like to wear, there's something about collars around the throat. Make of it what you will. It doesn't have to be necessarily kinky, but they did take a kinky route. Okay. Interesting. Wow, okay. Let's see. Well, yeah, there's a lot of frisky energy out today. I was saying in my other video, frisky Freddie. Yeah. Okay, well this orange candle went out, but that's because I was shuffling and the shuffle put it out. Okay. Back to this orange. Okay. Let's get a little more smoke going again. Yeah, they're doing lunges. Somebody wants to have like a ass of steel. It's been quiet for too long. See, now the birds are chirping. Now there's life again. Okay. Okay, well, we know what they find inspiring about you. What do you like about this person? It doesn't have to be inspirational, but what do you like about this person? I don't know. Do you like their ass of steel? Ooh, sometimes I wonder if I should have like like a Patreon, there's like some real raunchy Ronnies that come through that like to get very sexually explicit. I'm not gonna lie. Now, I'm not a prude. I don't mind, but I don't sometimes feel like it's appropriate for YouTube. But yeah, there's some real raunchy Ronnies in the crowd today. Very explicit. Very explicit. Okay. Well, here we are. Here we are. Yeah, I'm just gonna shuffle. Ooh, wow. Okay, so the Chariot came out, and the Four of Cups. So this is you. How do you see them? Okay, give me a couple more. Let's do the 3. I like the 3, 3, and 3. Okay, so we have the Chariot, this Four of Cups, yes. Okay, guys, no, just, I know, we're all excited, because we got Frisky Freddie in the house. Keep it in your pants. They can barely keep it in their pants, I'll tell you right now. Ooh, 6 of Cups, yes. Okay, so one of you's coming in when the other's a little bit depressy-debbie. Ooh, yeah, Queen of Swords. The person on the Chariot's coming in, and look at them. They're waving. Yeah, they're waving right at you. You're sad. Someone's sad. They've been watching you like a hawk. They've been watching, and, oh yeah, Knight of Cups. Here we go. Okay. Okay, wait. So we had said that this is how you see them. You see them as, well, they've must have uplifted you to some degree. Yeah, because with the wings, it's not so much a coming in as they're saying uplifted. They've uplifted you out of this 4 of Wands and put you into the 9 of Cups. And in this one, oh yeah, this is the one with all the really good fruits, but there's 2 keys, there's 2 sunflowers. So yeah, this person, you see them as they uplift you. They know how to uplift you when you're down. They know how to make you feel like the 9 of Cups. Yeah, you see them as the Queen of Swords. They're honest, but look at them. They're fun. That's a fun Queen of Swords. Look, she's not even touching her sword. She's just waving. She's like, hey. You know, the Queen of Swords can be a bit frosty, not this one. Again, she's with soft flowers. We got the, oh boy. Okay, yeah, someone's a little bit, well, someone's been watching a little bit too long, so their voice is a little bit nervous. Got some nerves here. Yeah, but look, we got the same pose. See the pose of this page? So we go from watching to literally trotting. Perfect. And with this, because it's coming back to how you see, I hear you saying it's like, some things are worth waiting for. Because it's like there's this been period of watching. Oh, weird. See how these feathers are kind of falling off and floating? They're showing it as this Page of Swords who is up above in the clouds. And just like that person who is in the Four of Swords, it's like by the time these dark, they're showing these dark raven feathers, as they're falling, they turn white. That was the time that kind of passed while they were watching. And you were in this kind of resting dream state. But now, here they come. Okay, 3 more cards. They were in the 9 of Swords. But see, you find that inspiring, because look, in this 9 of Swords, No one is in the cage. And in fact, guess what? These two are having a smooch. So you love that about them. That's what's inspiring and what you love about them. Is that even amongst their fears, because also she's shown up as a Queen of Swords, so she is a little bit in her head. Throughout irrational fears, they don't give a fuck. They're like, I'm here to smooch. I'm here to get some smoochies. These swords will not deter me from having a smooch, and you love that. Ooh. Page of Wands. Yeah, this purring is cacawing. They're like, caca. Yeah, because it's all about this communication. You know? Go from watching, getting on this thing, and they're here to say it on the mountain. They're here to, yeah, just caw. You know when crows get real talky? Oh, the Eight of... Okay, we got the Eight of Swords to the Queen of Cups to Strength. Okay, hold on. What's this Eight of Swords business? What's going on with this? Ooh, it's the King of Wands. Oh. What they see about you is that you don't see yourself as the King of Wands in this egotistical way. Like, you're not full of yourself. Like, this lion knows he's the King of Wands, but again, he's not peacocking. He's he's kind of in the pre-meatloaf situation. He's got beautiful eyes, too. Look at those gorgeous little eyes. Yeah, he's just hanging out. He's a real king, but he doesn't see himself in the way that people who need power, who don't feel powerful. He just is. He's just a lion. He doesn't have to think about it. And you love that. You love that he doesn't see himself, I am the King of Wands. He doesn't need to announce it. He's just like, yeah, I'm this really handsome lion that has sometimes a hard time speaking. Ooh, beautiful. All right. Oh, the Ace of Cups right here. To the King of Swords. Wow, 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 wow. Look, and this King of Swords is looking right at the Queen. She's waving. She hasn't quite seen that this King of Swords. Yeah, someone's forever been watched. But we got this Cup of Love. Beautiful. Wow. So, what deck do we want to end on? All these readings feel very short today. They're just kind of like really simple, succinct. Is there an end message here? Feels very nice. Okay, well, tell me about your relationship. Pull a couple cards for that. What's your relationship? What's your dynamic going to be together? Because you both inspire each other. You're both good people. I like both of your energy. Four of Cups again. Tell me about this Four of Cups. Temperance and Strength. Your relationship. I see. This is what your relationship is like. Both of you have come from the Four of Cups. See, instead of taking something, put them into the Four of Cups, and instead of taking or distracting themselves, with cups, with external cups, okay? So instead of distracting themselves with external cups, both of these people went inside to pour into their own cups so they could get into this temperance energy, to be balanced. And through that, both of you, I feel like this is both of you. Two kind of different energies, but you both work together beautifully. Yeah, because one of you has like got the soft rose petals. And your relationship is going to be very strong. It's going to, the whole relationship is balance. Oh, you know what they're showing me? They showed me this while I was meditating. I had been listening to some spiritual talk, and they were talking about the more you ascend and the more you know how to feel the 10,000 joys, but then the 10,000 sorrows, so that the more you go like this, away from the center, the bigger the feelings. So the bigger the joy and love and whatever, means that the bigger the sadness, despair, whatever. So if you haven't really grown a lot, they're showing the center as like when you kind of first become a human, you're figuring out life. If you don't take a lot of risks, you know, you get what you put out there. So if you don't take a lot of risks, you know, and you keep it safe, well, your return is pretty safe. Small wins, right? So they're showing me that, how do I describe it? They were using kind of like the peaks, these like jagged peaks of kind of extreme feelings, as opposed to the two ends of the spectrum, that for some, it's this, the peaks are unhealthy, because what they're showing is that when you're grounded and calm and rooted in who you are and in love, that your state is the middle road. So nothing, but you can still feel and experience the totality of emotions without, they're showing kind of like a bending of energy. So like your energy is still in the center, or like the middle string here, and that the energies can kind of be pulled like gum or like molasses, but it doesn't alter your middle state, that you can stay. Does this make any sense? They're very visual today. Because going back to peaks and valleys, it's like there's no middle path. It's like you are that's what your middle line is doing. It becomes the peaks and valleys. So instead of becoming, you are just you, and your energy body can be kind of pulled and stretched a little bit, but it's not affecting this middle mountain. It feels like a mountain. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Okay, we're at 33 minutes. Okay, well, the relationship, very balanced, very strong, loyal, definitely loyal, loving as fuck. The Queen of Cups, yeah, very, very maternal, very loving, nurturing, nourishing, just like a big hug, but also spicy. Yeah, spicy. And then, yeah, with, it's like loving, spicy, grounded and rooted and forever, and again, back to loyal, but then again, spicy. It's like all the best things, but then wicked spicy. Hot to trot. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep it there. I'm going to keep these readings today a little bit shorter, but that was great. I think that's a great message. So, yeah, stay blessed, stay golden out there.